Hi, Michael Rains again at Expert Village. Now we're going to continue with our hydrogen project. We're going to look at the array, the stainless steel array that's going to make our hydrogen for us. Now, as you remember, we had the little stainless panels. Now the trick with these little stainless panels is they have to sit close together but not touch. So we have to put little insulators between them and wire them up. But we have this little problem. Stainless is a resistor. It resists electricity. It's what's used in capacitors and electronics. They just cut a little tiny piece and they make a resistor out of it. But for our purposes, that's bad because that lowers our efficiency. So what I've come down to the conclusion of, reaching over for a piece of wire, is we need to attach wire to our stainless. Now you say, well, how can you attach wire to stainless? Well, you can't. You can only wrap it around there and hope for the best, just like that. Problem is, in the electrolysis process, this copper will corrode. It'll actually disappear. It'll melt into the water. So what's the solution? Well, I scratched my head for a very long time, and I came up with a solution. Let me show you. All right, this is what we came up with. We have a bunch of stainless panels, 7 or 8 of them together, held on by a nylon lock nut. And you notice this black stuff here? You may recognize it. It's plastic dip. Yeah, the stuff you dip tools in. But I figured if I covered the wire, it won't corrode. And I did it at both ends, and I tied the panels together. Now, the trick is, when you're putting these panels together, one's positive, one's negative, the next one's positive, the next one's negative. So it's negative, positive all the way down. Because the current flows from positive to negative and then makes hydrogen. And that's how that works. And as you notice, we have the top of the container. That's the part we were missing. Now, it's wired into the top of the container. I'll turn it over for you, and you can see our electrical connections, which are nothing more than nuts and bolts. Capped off the other end. We put a joining tube between the two. We have another one on here on the side with another array, slightly smaller because we wanted to experiment with different sizes. Now, you're also going to notice we have a pressure gauge. I just put that in there for safety's sake. Didn't know why. If it was going to pressure up, I wanted to know about it. So basically that's what we came down with. Now, let me show you how that's going to work. We have our little container here. Our array drops inside and it screws together. It's just that simple. But there's a little more to it than that. And we're going to show you exactly what we mean in the next clip.